Look at this mess. We'll never get the ladies in here with the gym looking like this. Check this out. Aw, yeah.
Rose, I've been thinking about moving these hostas.
Did you hear that?
Wow, this is nice. I can use some of this in my craft room.
Makes me want to work on my chest a little more.
Hey guys, Gluck here, and today we're going to talk about what, in my opinion, is the best home gym storage solution out there. And I say that with a lot of experience. I have this one from Rogue. I actually have multiple of these wall type hangers. This is another one from 1211, and I've used those screw-in hooks that you get at Home Depot in a hardware store that you'd normally use in your shed or your garage to hang things up. I've built my own shelving. I feel like I've done it all and I've bought it all. And while those systems are a little less expensive up front, I mean, this is costing me $50 for one of these, so they're not particularly cheap. In the long run, I've spent more money on those than I have on this. Now, this is not the only one I have. I have a smaller setup to the left and the right of my power rack, a little bit different size and configuration than this one. I have them to the left and to the right of some of my mirrors, and I even have a pretty good setup in my sex dungeon, in my workshop, in my basement. And I'm telling you, it's the best you can get for your workshop, for your garage, for your home gym. It doesn't matter what you're doing with these things. There's a ton of attachments. So let's just get right into it and talk about why I think this is the best system out there. This is a metal modular pegboard system made by Wall Control. It's 20 gauge steel and it's powder coated. They say it's about 20 times stronger than your typical masonite hardboard type systems. And I'd have to agree. I put heavier stuff than this on here. It held up perfectly fine. It didn't bend or bow. And because the fact that it's metal, it's not gonna respond to temperature fluctuations or humidity like a typical wood-based system would. It's made in the USA, which is a big deal for me, and it's pretty durable. I wasn't particularly nice when I put it together. I was a little rough, and I haven't had any issues with the powder coat, and it's really high quality. Most of the stuff, I bought 10 or 12 of these boards and they come in different options. I'll show you in a second my different setups, but they came double boxed and bagged up and kind of packaged really well. I bought, like I said, 10 or 12 of these and well over 100 accessories like hooks and shelves and things like that. And everything came mint, so I'm pretty happy there. I made a huge order on a Monday and it was here on a Thursday. And best of all, they have a lifetime warranty and a 60-day return anything you want for any reason policy. So I went a little overboard like I normally did, bought a bunch of junk I didn't really need, but I sent it back, they refund me, and then I got a couple extra hooks and things that I decided I did need. So really, what else could you ask for? Before we talk about the hooks and accessories and shelves, I thought we'd talk about the boards themselves. So behind me, I have 3 of their boards that are 32 by 16. That's this board here, but they also have it so you can go horizontally, and they have different sizes as well. I have ones that are 12 by 16, so 12 inches tall, next to my power rack, and I stack them on top of each other. And there's other sizes. Based on your need, you'd have to pick the one you want. They all basically work the same. And they are built so that they're 16 inches on center, just like the studs in your house. So ideally you'd line it up with your stud and you'd mount it right in there. But they come with the hardware, and if you can't line your studs up, or if your house is a little wonky, like probably a lot of ours are, they come with the hardware with the anchors so you can put them into your sheetrock if you need to. They're about $20 a board, a little bit less than $20 a board, and that's normally shipped depending if you're buying them on Amazon or Wall Control. And if you buy them in packs, they're a little less expensive, obviously based on their size, their price will change a little bit as well. There's over 10 color options. I can't list them because I have a hard enough time doing these videos without having to list things off and get them correct. So just imagine there's a lot of colors from pink to red to black. I picked the 2 colors behind me because I can remember those. And that's in the hooks and the pegboard. So you've got a lot of options for design and adding a little flair there as well. In an effort to keep this video under 3 hours, we're gonna focus on the accessories and hooks that I think are the most useful for your home gym. But if you look at their site in Amazon, you could probably spend a few days figuring out all the different things you could hang and what you could do. So what I think you probably need the most of, and I bought a ton of these and didn't have enough, are these standard slotted hooks. There's one with a 1/7 inch reach, and I use these for my Pioneer belts and my weightlifting belts and things with bags that I need to hang, and you don't need them stick out much. There's a 1 7/8 inch reach, and that's what some of these are on. over here. And I think my Rogue aluminum collars fit on here if you want just one collar. And there's ones with 2 and 7/8 inch reach if you need another inch. And who doesn't want another inch? And I use these for my lockjaw collars, but you can find a lot of other uses for them as well. There is also a 3-inch hook with a little bit less of a lip, but I didn't use those because I had so many of the 2 and 7/8 inch reach ones. From there, if you want it a little bit longer, but careful gentlemen, it's not all about length. At least that's what we tell ourselves. There's a 6-inch reach and a 9-inch reach. I use the 6-inch reach to hold my slingshot up, and I bought the 9-inch ones, but apparently I had no idea how long 9 inches was. So I'm not sure I need these for anything. I'm not used to that type of length, so I'll probably return these. I use a lot of these 3-inch U-hook type systems to hold most of these attachments. I wanted to protect them a little bit, so I did buy the rubber lining, which is nice because if you wanted to hang a barbell off this thing, you could. It's not something I need, but it's definitely doable. The 4-inch is the same exact thing. I have it holding my Viking press attachment if you needed to come out a little bit longer. I do like those, but I also like this other hook here, which they call a slanted U-shape. It comes out 2.5 inches, and I find it to be pretty versatile because it doesn't take as much space vertically. Getting some of these in and out takes up a little more space, whereas this one comes out a little more forward, so I'm not taking much space up and I can kind of cramp more stuff in there. When it comes to ordering, I actually found Amazon to be cheaper for a lot of the stuff, especially the boards and the packages of boards. You can check their site as well. I have no affiliation, so it doesn't matter to me, though I did put my Amazon affiliate links in the description if you want to help out the channel. Oh, and did I mention they also have package value kits? And it's magnetic. And you can use traditional pegboard hooks, but I don't have any. But you can use them. And there's lots of shelf options from 4 to 12 inches, and the list goes on. Refreshing. This video is brought to you by Zevia. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't have subscribers for that. Nobody cares about me. Maybe you do. You could show it by hitting the subscribe button. If you're here about the LEDs, the process of doing that is pretty simple. Step 1, ignore the fact that I look and maybe sound out of breath and like death. I just got done working out, so I'm gonna try to make it through this. But basically all you need is some LED strips. I'll link the ones I used in the description. I bought these ones later, but I don't like this brand for 2 main reasons. 1, it was like 3 times as expensive, and 2, it's got this big box here. I can just decase it and it'll fit behind here and I can hide it. But I bought another brand after this that's over 60 feet rather than 20 feet for the same price, and I like that one better. Basically though, there's a sticky strip in the back and you route it how you want. So my LEDs go around the whole thing, panel by panel, which realize it's about 8 feet per panel for these. And wall control says you should use these magnetic strips, which I bought and then stupidly didn't use. I would recommend, if you have a little extra money, to do that, because if you route them wrong and you have to yank that strip off, you might lose some of that stickiness and it's not worth it. Believe me, I did it that way. I did it the wrong way. Whereas this, if you mess up, there's a sticky strip here, connects to that sticky strip, and you can just pick the magnet up and reroute it however you want. But basically, they're just routed all along the panel and you hide the wires as best you can. I went into this video with the intention that I give you a pros and cons list. I don't really have any cons. You know, I could say they could be a little less expensive, but really I didn't think they were that expensive up front. Does it add up? Of course it does. But everything I own in my gym costs a lot of money, so I'm always gonna say I wish I spent a little less on that. Really, I felt like I got my money's worth. They're really high quality and they worked out so much better than I thought they would. I'm super excited. I send everybody pictures. Nobody really cares, but I'm sharing them with everybody. So I think they're a really good bargain. I'm super happy with them. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you have them, if you're thinking about getting them, any type of configurations, things maybe I'm not thinking of. Anyway, there you have it. I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching.